How did the experiment with the schoolboy who stayed awake for 11 days end? It was an insomnia experiment. Bruce McAllister, one of the two high school students behind the experiment, stated that the project originated from the basic necessity to perform a scientific experiment, embracing the creativity and boldness typical of their youth. Bruce and Randy aimed to surpass the wakefulness record held by Honolulu DJ at the time, who stayed awake for 260 hours. Initially, we aimed to explore the impact of insomnia on paranormal abilities. However, we found that impractical and shifted our focus on understanding how sleep deprivation influenced cognitive functions and basketball performance, McAllister explained. To determine the subject of their experiment, the team flipped a coin, and as luck would have it, Randy became the chosen participant, sparing Bruce. We were fools. I stayed awake to watch over Randy as well, and after 3 nights without sleep, I found myself waking up while writing notes directly on the wall, McAllister recounted. The teenagers recognized the need for a third participant and enlisted their friend Joe Marciano's assistant. Subsequently, they were joined by professional sleep researcher William Dement from Stanford University. I was likely the only person on earth conducting sleep research at the time, stated William Dement. In 1964, Dement, later a professor, was at the forefront of sleep research. When he read about an experiment with school children in San Diego newspaper, he decided to get involved, which delighted Randy's parents. Randy's parents, however, were deeply concerned that the experiment could be dangerous. They were unsure if sleep deprivation might lead to death. McAllister asserted that the experiment was unaffected by chemicals. Randy occasionally consumed cola, but there was never any mention of dexedrine, Bezedrine, or other psychostimulants. When Dement reached San Diego, the experiment had been underway for several days, with Randy maintaining an optimistic outlook. As the experiment progressed, more unforeseen results emerged. Randy underwent periodic tests for his taste and smell acuity, as well as sound discrimination, and soon they observed abnormalities. McAllister remembered Randy protesting, "Don't make me smell this, I can't stand the odor." Intriguingly, his basketball abilities seemed to enhance, which might be due to the extensive time he spent on the court to avoid sleeping. He was in excellent physical condition. We would either make him play basketball or take him bowling. Had he closed his eyes, he would have fallen asleep instantly, Dement stated. At one point, the experiment ranked as the third most significant event in the American press, following the assassination of Kennedy and the Beatles' arrival. Indeed, McAllister noted that the experiment was frequently dismissed as a mere school children's prank. However, the participants took it seriously. Ultimately, the record was shattered after 264 hours without sleep, concluding the experiment. Yet, rather than allowing Randy a well-deserved rest, he was escorted to a naval hospital for brain examination. McAllister explained he slept for 14 hours, which was unsurprising, and awoke with the need to use the restroom. On the first night, his REM sleep was exceptionally prolonged. It then gradually diminished and normalized. And then he rose and headed to school. It was remarkable, Dement said. The findings of the study dispatched from the hospital to the Arizona Science Center determined that Randy's brain was perpetually oscillating between wakefulness and sleep. He was hardly the first person to go without sleep for more than one night. It seems that though through evolution, the human brain has adapted to manage this by resting specific areas. This could be why he experienced no adverse effects, McAllister explained. Numerous individuals have attempted to break this record. However, the Guinness Book of World Records has declined to acknowledge these efforts due to concerns over potential health risks. Randy appeared unaffected by 11 days without sleep. However, he later admitted he suffered from insomnia for years. Following the experiment, a press conference was held by the students. He declared, "It's a triumph of will over the physical. Honestly, we can't grasp how someone could stay awake for 11 days without involuntarily falling asleep. Typically, after several days of sleep deprivation, one would simply collapse, possibly without even realizing it. This is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.